Happy Friday. We got a high priestess happy hour today. 5 p.m. on the West Coast, 8 p.m. on the East Coast. We love to see it. Yes, coffee and cards. I love it. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Tulip. Hi, Laura. Hi, Michelle. Oh my goodness, it's so great to see you guys. Hi, Heidi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab your drinks, grab your cards, grab whatever you got going on over there, a little snack, a little herb. I support you. Oh no, not my phone. Tonight we're gonna dive into Neptune moving out of Pisces. Thank God. We love you. Reverence. Speaking with reverence. Moving out of Pisces into Aries. Get excited for that fog to lift, for any sort of like confusion. I can't see ahead. I'm not exactly sure what the next step is. The sense of I know things are ending, but I also don't know the direction I'm going. I feel change is happening. I'm not seeing anything on the outside. This Neptunian shift into Aries is essentially going to take us from this fog to let's fucking go. But not in a way that's like burnout, in a way that's like, I see clear now, so I'm going to take aligned action in that way. So if you've been feeling a little stressed or a little like, I really can't see, or I'm really not sure, or like, when are things going to start to, like, I'm picturing very dense fog. And if you want the fog to lift, it's like that's exactly what this is going to be, this Neptunian transit into Aries. And then 2 weeks later, literally February 13th, Saturn leaves us finally. Saturn dragged my ass. I'm sure some of you relate. This, I think Saturn in Pisces was probably one of the most challenging transits I've been aware of in my time being a student of the stars. But anyway, Saturn's going to leave us, leaving Pisces and move into Aries. Same thing. So this Neptunian energy is going to get cleared up, that dense fog that we have around us. That's going to clear. So we're going to be able to, Neptune, see the way or sense the way. Either of those. You're going to be able to see and sense the way. You're also going to be able to see and sense directions for leadership or directions for initiation. And I don't mean initiation like frat house. I mean initiation like I'm going to initiate this path for myself. I'm going to initiate this lifestyle for myself. That's another thing that's going to come through for this Neptunian transit. So then when Saturn moves out of our sign and into Aries, God bless all the Aries signs because they're going to experience basically what we just went through over the last, like, what, 2 years ish? So they're going to be introduced to boundary setting, the value of discipline, the value of structure, the value of committing to things over long periods of time without seeing the fruits of your labor right away. And we're going to get a little break and we're going to experience this. Wow, I know how to do this now. I know how to set boundaries with myself and with others, though. Boundaries with the self is the most important one, right? I know how to create masculine structure around the things I want to experience so that I can free flow, so I can fly. It's going to come a little bit faster for you now. So next week is the first shift. 2 weeks later, next shift. Then the following week, the new moon is a solar eclipse in Aquarius. I love eclipse season. Eclipse season is like peek a fucking boo. I bet you didn't know this. And it's like a delivery of information, a delivery of a trait or a skill set you didn't know you had. Delivery of, all right, well, now I know that that's how these folks work. I'm going to make moves how I need to. And it's Aquarius. So it's collective healing, collective impact, innovation, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things. And that same date is the Lunar New Year, the mark of the fire horse. So this final shedding of the year of the snake is taking place as Neptune and Saturn are leaving our sign of Pisces into Aries. All this feels very like, I'm like, we're in a movie. We're in a movie. Like, all of this is happening so poetically, so symbolically. You kind of like, a movie should write about this, you know? So think like it's lots of endings right now for purpose, for direction, for intention. I'm even gonna claim this for the collective. It's endings for our ease and for our momentum forward, whatever that means for you. Hi, Miss Vicky. Hi, Lorna. Hi, Sarah. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you guys. If you guys hear chaos or a clatter in the background, it's just the Galaxy Girls, Jupiter and Neptune. It's their zooming hour. So if there's also a cat body on top of my body momentarily tonight, that's what's happening over here. It's that time. I've been watching you and you've been a blessing. Oh my God, I'm so honored. P4P Transformer. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, we have some fun games to play tonight, and we have a very special guest, a high priestess, a former Tarot Academy student of mine, a graduate of mine. I'm so proud to have taught her and held space with her. She's also part of our High Priestess Healing Leaders community. Her name is Tulip Magic, and she is a fellow tarot reader. She's a tarot teacher. She is a Reiki practitioner. She is a coach. She's a podcast host. Tonight, me and her are going to play some tarot games with you. We're going to read for these transits, and I'm very, 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 very excited. I'll have her come on, and then I'll tell you why I'm excited. You'll love this. Okay, I'm going to have her come in. Round of applause for Miss Tulip Magic. And then I'll tell you why I'm excited. We're so happy you're here.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. HP's in the house.
I love that light behind you. The is it tulip magic?
Oh,
Oh,
I had to rep.
oh, I love it.
How are you? That was such a beautiful breakdown. I'm feeling so inspired and so excited.
Oh, I'm so glad. You know, I work with you in this like we're friends, and I work with you in the capacity of like, let's make some shit happen, right? And I've been hearing, yes. And I've been hearing from like a lot of people that I work with in this capacity or in readings and other methods of my work that like there's so much density. And I'm like, okay, let's just break down. Let's actually look at the calendar and just give some people dates. Let's mark these dates so that our brain can be like, okay, it's temporary. It's not forever. It's just for now. This is all par for the course. We're literally, if this is childbirth, God bless the moms. God bless the moms. If this was childbirth, we're like, the head is about to crown. And once the crowning's over, it's like, oh, we're out. We're out of this bitch. It's great. So that's where we're at right now. So if it's feeling dense, if it's feeling hard, if it's feeling scary, it's just for a moment. February is going to basically like release us into the ethers. Does that make sense?
Yes, and I feel like I love astrology and tarot, like these tools, these esoteric tools, because it gives wording to the languages of like what we're feeling subliminally, like in the underbelly. And you're like, oh, okay, that's why. And it just like, yeah, it just gives you more ease in the crowning, which is, difficult, and endings and beginnings. And I just love it so much. It really has been such a helpful tool for me.
I
And I
love
watch you all the time, and I'm like, "Give me the tea. What is the star tea today?"
Oh, you're so funny. I love how you position that of like, it's such a good reminder. Tarot and astrology, they're just great tools for us. They're mirrors, right? Like I used to be a little bit afraid. I don't know if you had this. I used to be a little bit afraid of tarot, a little bit. Okay.
Yes, I,
Okay.
like, didn't touch it for a year.
Why were you afraid of it? What was your thing?
So how I first got into tarot was I had someone who had passed away that was a really I was really close to, and I didn't know, like, what to do. No one really teaches you the grief that you feel and where to put it and how to channel it. And I was having a facial, and she was like, "Honey, have you asked the cards?" And I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" This is back in the day. And I went to this really beautiful store, and I felt all the cards, and I picked my first card, and it was an angel oracle deck. And so I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is speaking to me. He's an ascended master now. Yay." And then
Ooh.
I was like, "Let me venture into tarot." And I did a whole birthday spread for myself, a Celtic cross, and I swear I shuffled, I knocked on the deck, I did the whole thing, and it was all major arcanas, and it was like as if they were all still like in order, if that makes sense. And the very end one was the devil. And I was like
Mhm.
so overwhelmed, and I was like, this is my birthday spread, like what? And so I just was like, I need to put this down for a second. So that's what scared me at first, because I didn't really understand what the devil meant. But
Yeah.
actually the devil pulled me back into tarot, because I kept, when I finally felt like, okay, I want to pull again, I kept pulling it. And so I was like, what does this mean? And
Mhm.
then that's how I started to learn tarot, and like find the beautiful teaching of like, it's just asking me, the universe is asking me to take my power back. That's what it's saying, which I needed to do at that time, especially.
Damn, I love that perspective too. That's also the card that got me in the beginning. I was raised so Catholic. And
Neat.
like the scariest movie I've ever seen, I don't even like to say the word, but like The
I
Exorcist.
think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think we know what you're doing, because I spent
Not
time
welcome
on that.
here, but like the scariest movie I've ever seen, still to date. Like as I won't watch it as an adult. And so tarot, like I was so drawn to it, but it was that one card. I was like, I don't even want this card in my house, you know? So I had to like find a way to develop a relationship with the card so that I wasn't afraid of it.
And once you like really learn like that it's like the opposite of the lover's card, like, it's like there's just
Yeah.
so many like illusions, and like it's just so now it's actually one of my favorite cards. And when people pull it, I'm like, I cannot wait for us to dive into this.
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean actually?
I kind of love that we're talking about this. Didn't see this coming for us today, but
I
I
know.
love that we're talking about this. Teaching Tarot Academy was part of my process of getting over the devil card because I had not had to, but I got to teach the imagery that's mirrored in the lover's card. The devil card, for anyone who doesn't know, it is the lover's card, but it's the darkness, it's the chain, it's the illusion. It's the same like mirror concept, but with like the restrictions and like it made me think like when this card comes out, it's like a revealer.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm going to show you something behind the curtain. And like maybe the first time looking behind the curtain, we scream. But if you like let the behind the curtain be data and not like a life sentence, then it's something we can work with to adjust or to shift or release, you know?
And I like to think of it too as like, the lover's card, people think, oh, it's just about love, which I mean, it very much is as well, but it's about choice, like we have free will. And so when we get the reverse of that, which is, the devil card, it's like, I think we forget that we have free will. We
Mhm.
forget we are the authority, that, we always are. At least for me, I used to be very much into this like people pleaser. I have to, I should, I need to, and guilt, and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
when I saw that that was just like I had put those own chains on me, like no one really was doing that for me. And if they were, then maybe they shouldn't be in my life, kind of thing.
Right.
So that so yeah.
That's that's so beautiful too. Like it's kind of like it's so wild to say this, but it's like the devil card can actually free you. And it
Yeah.
like doesn't look like it at face value, but it's like that's the illusion. That's the trick.
I love that someone just wrote changing of the identities totally.
Yeah.
And when I get so I had made my own sorry, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but I wanted to
Love it.
show my devil card. Is that okay?
Can we introduce this? Okay, guys. So what I was getting like so hyped about, and I was like, wait, let me stop myself and have Tulip come on, and I'll tell you, I'm so excited. Me and Tulip are actually using Tulip's actual tarot deck that she made. Voila, 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 voila. Can you tell everybody a little bit about this deck, your process, and then whatever else you wanted to share tonight?
Yes. So this was a labor of love. Yeah, I sent Jess. So I found Jess, probably how all of you guys did on YouTube, and you really did just get me through some of the hardest times of my life, of breaking away from that devil that I kept pulling, actually, which was my corporate job. And the way that I kind of balanced out within myself that stress and that pressure was learning tarot and collaging tarot. So I started just like, I've always like loved collage, but then I started learning and seeing all the symbols in Vogue magazines. And so then
Mm,
like, so I first saw the emperor boots on Kendall Jenner. She was in Vogue with a little spread, and I cut that out. And so I made, my first card was the emperor card. And then I just like kept going, and over 2 years I created 78 cards.
girl.
So that's what this is. And I had never really like done graphic design or anything, so it was a really beautiful process of me getting outside of my comfort zone of like learning and watching all these YouTube videos on how people did it. I did it on Canva, everybody. So you can do
Oh.
your stuff. I just uploaded all of my paper collages scanned, and then I got to put them down to this size.
So you first collaged. So you actually like I keep using this term, you analogued. Like you made an analog
Analog, like
activity.
cut with my own
I
scissors.
love
Yes.
it. And those own your own little paws. You did it yourself. I love
Yes.
that.
No AI, okay? Like, everyone's, like, loving AI. Oh, yes, yeah,
I
there's
get
a
it.
reason, a season, and lifetime, thing, but this is, like, truly and my dad's a collage artist, so I grew up collaging, so I had banker's boxes of collage items that I've been keeping since I was, like, 16 years
Wow, that's
old.
so cool.
So and I knew one day because I had just gotten married and my husband was like, "Why do you have all of these dang boxes? Like, you're never gonna use them. You're never gonna go through them." I'm like, "I know there's a reason." Like, I didn't know what it was, and then
Whoa.
yeah, it kind of just birthed out of me talking. I mean, I don't have any, human children, but
Yeah.
I feel
But
like these are
this
all
is
my
your
babies.
baby. That's tulip. I didn't know that part. I didn't know like you'd been collecting. I didn't know your dad was into collage too. This is like a generational gift in a way. Like you like receive that from him and like the fact that you even knew I got to keep this stuff. I don't know what for what, but I have to keep this stuff. That's also like very intuitively led.
Right? And then there's not a lot of swords, let's say, in like Vogue magazines and stuff. So then I started to look for like National Geographics, and it became like such a hunt because there's very specific symbols I mean, I did mine off of the Rider Waite Smith deck because that's how I learned
Mhm.
tarot. So all of them is inspired, so I tried to have all the elements and colors and like reverence of what those cards mean. Um but it became like a treasure hunt, and I had my friends, my mother-in-law, everyone was going to libraries across California and like bringing back vats of magazines because I like couldn't
Wow.
find like an infinity symbol, for instance, for like so long.
Mhm. I'm also just thinking like, damn, like what a beautiful way to honor print.
Yeah.
You know, in a time where like magazines and newspaper like print newspapers aren't all the rage because of the internet, like what a beautiful way to use and honor print. I just that's just extra cool.
Oh, they say I love this. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
And
Andrea.
the I know I was saying Andrea Plus. What I love about print too is that the colors, I didn't change any of the colors. They
Mhm.
are as is that they were in print. So they almost look like magazine pages,
Yeah,
you
they
know?
really do.
So,
Do you have I know it's probably hard. Do you have a favorite card that you made?
oh.
I know it's hard. This deck is so good.
Um, I would say The Magician. I don't know if I have it or if you have it, which is really interesting because it is the 1 year right now. Actually, it's
Yeah.
right here. So, in those um, times where I couldn't find things and symbols, my dad was very reluctant at first to open up his archives, but he has things from like the 60s he's been collaging and collecting. And he was like, they're not copyrighted. Like, and so he finally let me go through it. And so this was one of my dad's pieces, and it has that magician like hand thing. And I
Wow.
was like, this is my girl. And she's kind of like that Kali and like,
So
first
Polly.
creator card, kind of Aries, feel where you're just like, and she's just like a ninja warrior goddess. I love
So
her.
bad. That card's so badass.
And like my whole thing with Tulip Magic is, you are the magic maker. Like, we are all the creators. We are our own healer. We all have free will and our own authority. So she just stands for so much.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can you hold that card up one more time just
Oh yeah.
for everybody tuning in, also for my eyeballs? God, this is beautiful. What I love about your deck tulip, and I really have to be like, I okay, your cards are so rich with imagery that like when you're all of us when we're reading cards, we really are. we're really reading the imagery. If we're really paying attention,
Yeah,
we're paying attention to where our eyes are drawn, and that's something we would practice in Tarot Academy, right? Like, who
right.
cares about the traditional meaning? Just pay attention to where'd your eyes go and tell me about that symbol and just describe it at first. Tell me the color. What shape is it?
Mhm.
Where is it on the card, right? And like your cards are so rich with imagery that like you could pull the magician card every day for a year and probably get a different read because there's so many images and symbols and colors in there, you know?
Exactly, like, right now, like, I have never read this way, but what's calling to me now is, like, this, descendants of color or gradients of color, and it kinda reminds me we were just talking about how we were going from that, like, Neptunian and in kind of that Pisces to, like, the Aries and the red, and, like, we're kind of descending into this, like, new power and passion. Whoa, that's so cool.
I love it. Um, do you feel down to do a little tag team read? Me and Tiffany did this a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Okay. So let's focus on we'll do the Neptunian transit. So if anyone out there is experiencing fog, density, not I don't have 100% clarity. I have sense, but I can't see the way. Like let's read for that energy and we'll pull cards based on like what to embody to keep moving forward. And then maybe we'll pull a card for like what we can expect with this transit. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What to embody and what to expect.
Yeah. Hey Tara. Oh, Lorna. I love it. I love it. Hi, Val. I just want to say hi to these people. Hi, beautifully blessed.
I know. Hi, everyone. And also, April and Tiff or Tulip, I feel like are
Oh,
they're synonymous because of
I see what
spring,
she
I
did.
think.
I was like, oh, I see what she did. I understand what the brain
I
just
understand it too. Like, totally get it.
did. All right. Embody. Got one. See. Okay. And then what to expect one.
Body, what to expect. Ooh. Okay, I got 3 cards. I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah. I
play.
just need one more spirit. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me pull the answer for the High Priestess Collective. Highest timeline, highest messages for the High Priestess Collective. I have cats sharking me right now. You guys can't see, but they're on the floor, up and down my knees. They want me to FEED them. They've had many meals. This is actually an attack. I'm being conned.
Or they're protecting you and like making a whole portal energy, like a vortex.
Oh, I love that. Is that what you're doing? She said, "Show me the TREAT."
And I said, "Show me the tarot TEA." No, joking.
Yeah. She probably heard that and was like, "Wait,
Yeah,
is
where's the
she
rest?
is she gonna give me something?"
They're so
Um,
smart.
they really are. It's crazy. All right, for embodiment, do you want to go first?
Sure. You can't make this up. This is what
Mm.
I pulled. The strength card,
Wow.
number 8, embodiment. This is such an amazing card because it kind of reminds me of the fire horse that's coming up too. It's like the embodiment of our inner roar. And how can that come out in a kind of like more structured way than what we've known with Pisces, right? And it's saying, how can we kiss this fire and light this fire and have structure with then Saturn coming into the transit too, which is a little bit more like discipline. So it's kind of like that Virgo Leo kind of tag team there. And the reason why I put it with a white shirt with this woman is that, there's a lot of purity in like why we want to try to get things structured and going, but then that can also like deflect what the real raw messy is. And so there's a beaded background here, which is kind of like we have to like just slowly thread those two together. It's like this infinity loop, it's not one or the other. And as we learn how to thread, we become that 8, which is that mastery, and we bloom and we blossom and we expand and we contract. And it's kind of like they both fuel each other, is what I'm feeling for embodiment.
I just got, like, lost in you speaking. I forgot. I'm like, "Oh, I'm hosting this. I have to come back." But, like, watching you read those cards, I was like, "Oh, no one knows these cards better. Of course she's bringing us up to the beads up top. Never know didn't realize they were beads." Like, you just already teaching me a new aspect of the cards. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and you see how like the reins are kind of slack here, it's kind of like
Yeah.
you don't need to rein it in because it's already a part of you.
Ooh. Everybody rewind that. Like, that's really you don't need to rein it in. It's already a part of you. I
Yeah.
This feels so relevant of like, hey, actually you're here. You're here and just like be here in this power. This is beautiful.
Be here in this power. You just gave me goosebumps. Yeah. Ooh, like you are the power.
Yeah,
Like,
that is it, right?
yeah. Mm, yeah.
Um the first card that popped for this embodiment is to me this is like one of the hardest cards for me to learn of any of the decks. For some reason it just like wouldn't stick in the beginning, and now in hindsight I'm like, "Oh, maybe it's because it's like it's such a bigger energy for all of us that's a little bit more overarching on our journey." But it's the Judgment.
Ooh. But bam, we got two major arcanas.
No, and these are two like power hits of like, hey, you have the power and you have the strength, so like be about it. And then Judgment is like this kind of feels like just wait for the call. Like, wait for the call. If you're already sensing the call, just wait for like the phone to ring. The phone's gonna ring, guys. Intuition's never gonna leave you out in the dust. The angels are never gonna leave you out in the dust. Sometimes they like tingle you so that you get activated so that you are aware. You ever okay, I'm gonna use Tulip as an example. She didn't know for what purpose, but she's like, "No, I have to keep these boxes from my dad of all of these old print pieces for collage." She didn't know exactly what for, right? But she got the tingles. And so those tingles of like, I'm going to follow this, even though I don't know where this is going, that kind of keeps you in aware receiving mode, which
Yeah.
if you think about Judgment, it's like, it's a judgment call. This angel who's like so fun is calling these people like, hey, it's time. It's time to party. It's time to rock and fucking roll. Let's go. And now we fly. So this is also the energy of like, as this transit takes place, just be open. You don't have to know. You don't have to worry. You're going to hear it right on time. When it's time for you to hear it, you're going to hear it. Whether it's like a judgment call to leave something, a judgment call to start something, or a judgment call to like be this new version of you that's maybe been loading for the last 2
Ooh.
years. I
Yeah.
really feel like that's like the big thing for a lot of people is like we've all been in this prep mode. Yeah, it's like the energy's building. So I also feel like people are like, come on already, this like month, people are like, "Come on already," and it's like, I think we got like 2 more minutes left in the oven. And it's like you'll hear the call, and this next version of you, it'll know, "Okay, hands up, time to go. Let's party with the angels."
Okay, you're giving this is so good. Yes, this is phenomenal. And like what's coming to me too is like how you were saying buffering or someone wrote buffering, but you're saying like loading. Like, do you
Yeah.
see if you look really close, it almost looks like you know, as you know, and as you taught me, red's passion and
Mhm.
purpose. And it's like almost like a sandstorm of like passion and purpose, like rolling. And we're like the snake where we shed our skin. So we're already kind of like this. And we're like, all right, we're ready. We're freaking ready.
Yeah.
Go.
I love the baby cherub on this card because it Judgment is such a strong card when you're learning tarot. You're like, okay, it's Archangel, sometimes people say Archangel Metatron, but it's typically Gabriel, I think. And it's like, okay, it's this higher level
Yeah.
angel, right? It's a higher level calling. Sometimes it means rebirth, sometimes it means resurrection, sometimes it means, am I answering the call or not? Sometimes it's like, hey, I need you to see something. So the fact that there's this like cute ass cherub with sunglasses on is like, this calling is like the call to party. You've done the work. So let's enjoy when we come out of this one?
Yes. Cue the music.
Yeah. Cue the DJ. Where is he at? She is. They at.
Some people said they couldn't find my link, but if you go to tulipmagic.com and it's
I
under
mhm.
tarot or the store.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna drop the link to this deck in the live chat, and then after the live is over, I'll actually be able to drop all of your links in the comments section. So we'll have Connect with Tulip Tarot deck, her YouTube channel, her Instagram, her 6-week tarot course that starts this Sunday. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we learned the Rider Waite Smith and then my deck. So you kind of get like double for your money on that. Like, so for 6 weeks, we go through it. My methodology is that we learn the numbers, the suits, the symbols, and the colors. So then it's not necessarily all about the traditional meaning as kind of the way that Jess teaches as well. But it just really helps. At least that's how my ADD brain works, is that I see patterns and symbols and colors, and it really brings the cards to life for me. So we get to like really double down on that because we look at the Rider Waite Smith, we look at my deck, and then we get to play and have fun. So
Oh, cool. So if you are in the market for a live tarot course, I'm not teaching a live tarot course right now, but lovely High Priestess Tulip is. I encourage
Sundays,
I encourage you, enroll, check it out, at least reach out. This is very cool. I love that you do split both decks. That's cool.
yeah,
All right, let's talk about um maybe like what's in store, right? The what's in store energy.
yes. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first?
Okay. The world, baby, is your oyster. This is the Two of Wands. So we're still kind of listening to that music of, and then we're also like finding our strength, kind of like the two cards we just pulled. And as we start to realize what's coming through in this transit, we realize that we have so many more options than we even realized. Our pea brain cannot even like comprehend. You know how we were talking about buffering? It's like, we were glitching before because we couldn't even understand. And now we really get it. We really see our options. There's a lot of blossoming and blooming. I almost like to think of this as like your thinking cap is on, like, but it's like blown open, blown off. This is right behind here is the Grand Canyon. And so I'm
Mhm,
almost thinking like you're like almost like paving the way of what your new foundation is.
mhm.
And I really like the pillars of this because I'm also like an ocean girly. I live in the Bay Area in California, but I know you live next to the ocean too, Jess. She had to point to me where she lived on the map because I was like, I didn't know. I have never been on the East Coast. I'm going to be
She's like,
West
"Aren't you
Coast.
in Jersey?" And I was like, "Yeah, Jersey and Long Island. This is basically the same." I literally sent her a map. I was like, "This is where I live, and this is where New York City is, and this is where Jersey is."
So California of me. But I think that like sometimes when we go to the ocean, we realize how big the world is. We realize how the grains of salt, and it's just like all things get into put into perspective. And so this is, oh, I'm getting goosebumps. So yeah, this is where I find my power and passion, and Two of Wands is like that portal energy of your power and passion. So brainstorm, be in that liminal bliss and see what comes through.
Mhm. Can you hold that card up? I This is what I do at round table. I like make everyone hold their cards up because the art is just so phenomenal. So these pillars, the second this card came out, it made me think of the HP because of those pillars.
Oh,
And like anytime I see pillars in tarot, I think HP. And like I know the Hierophant and Justice have them too, but it's like it does feel like a little nod of like, hey, your intuitive sensing got you here and it's going to get you to the next stop, whatever that is in this grand world of things.
exactly.
Hmm. And I love that she's straddling the world too. It's like kind of coming back to what we were talking about, like birthing this new version of self, birthing this next step, this next aspect of life.
Oh my God, like the crowning. Didn't
Yeah.
you say that for the very beginning? It's like this is the crowning.
It's like
And
it's
it's like,
out.
but it's out, yeah. Yeah. And then also she's kind of holding her base chakra. I never really
Mhm,
thought of that either. It's kind of like we're all kind of like, you know, from going in from Pisces to Aries, it's like we're starting that cardinal. again
Mm. Mhm, mhm.
from the base.
I love it. There's, some other Bay Area HPs in here. No place to Selena.
Hey.
Yep. Do you know what's crazy? So you pulled the 2 of Wands, right? That was the 2 of Wands?
Yeah.
I, um, I didn't pull it too, but in my
Okay.
brain, but I thought I did. But I was thought I did. And I just geared you up to make you think that I did. I didn't. I pulled the Page of Swords. And it's I feel like this card keeps coming out in my readings lately, whether it's the members or you or the YouTube collective. I don't know. This Page of Swords is in the collective energy, so it kind of makes sense. Um, this is like the most willing student of all of the pages.
Mm.
All the pages are students, but the Page of Swords is like, I'm outside, I'm out there, I'm ready. I know I don't know, but I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to climb, to get my feet on the ground, boots on the ground. I'm ready to go as high as I need to go. Like fully immersed in this new highest level perspective, surrounded by these birds. I want to say seagulls, but that might be because I'm on Long Island right now and I'm surrounded by seagulls. But like kind of piggybacking off that 2 of Wands, like foundation, Grand Canyon, being by the ocean, greater perspective. And this person is like, there's no higher perspective than this Page of Swords. Makes me think that we're all about to see something. And like, I don't know what that will be for everyone, but like, I truly feel like all of us are about to see something, especially with this eclipse coming up, like the new moon eclipse on the same day as the year of the fire horse, kick off Lunar New Year. Eclipses are notorious for like peekaboo. Let me show you. Let me show you something you didn't know, and it might be about yourself, or it might be about society, or it might be about your next step, your calling. But I interpret it as like high perspective is like, okay, I have more data and information that I can work with now to make this next step or continue on my voyage. He, she, they is a voyager. This Page of Swords.
Totally. And an innovator, like, they think
Yeah.
outside the box. No one can, like, box them in.
And that's so Aquarius, and we're in Aquarius season. That new moon is going to be in Aquarius. It's like it's all tying together very beautifully. High level.
Totally. I almost okay, so if we were to read these 2 together,
Yeah.
I feel like this is a little bit like on Earth, right? Because there's the Earth here, and we're talking about the base chakra. But remember how I said she's blowing the top off things? I feel like this guy is like, if you were to zoom into like what her cap looks like, it's like this guy being like, "There's like, don't put me in a box. I gotta be, you know."
I love that. And he kind of has a cape on, I think. There's like a red cape
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
And like any excuse to wear a cape or a hat, and I'm in. I am in. And that cape, it's superhero, it's flying, it's beyond, it's regal. It's very like all positive. This feels very, very positive. More seeing, more adventure. Like let yourself fly. Be a student again. Like let's just be a student again.
The way that you just said that, it reminds me of like it's almost like the fool, but in that swords, suit where he's like the fool taking that beautiful, like trusting risks with like this blind faith, like I can do it, I can be my own superhero.
Wow. I love that. I so see the fool here. I so see the fool here. Oh, and Andrea Press said, I got Page of Swords this morning.
Oh, it's in
Mm.
the HP
It is. It's
collective.
here. Damn. I love it. Did you say you had another card too?
Yeah, and that's like when the 2 of Wands came out, and like another one really came out with it, took it on its tail. So should I read that?
Yeah.
It's another 8. It's an 8 of coins,
Ooh.
which is so fabulous because what I'm feeling for this card is it's our time, baby.
Mm.
It's our time. It's our time to like see all the work that we've done. I almost feel like these are like those personal I don't like the word trophies, but it's like how you build your skills, how you build your confidence, and like you see like Jess, who's my business coach, she had me like really look back at my past selves every single month of like what did I accomplish? Where did I go? Say gratitude to that part of me, right? So this I feel like is like these little parts of us that aren't so little, they make up this really cool infinite mastery within ourselves. And remember how Jess was talking about music and dancing with the judgment card? Like this person looks like Elvis, kind of. It's
Yeah.
like I'm all shook up, because you're ready to rock and roll
Yeah.
because you got the skills, you did the work, you were with the, snake stuff, and you had to shed what you shed to be able to now like really arrive, sit up tall. I've never seen that part of this card
Mhm.
before. And now it's like, you get to like sit up, arrive
Yeah.
in your
Do you know
worthiness.
what song I'm hearing looking at this card? I love him, Bruno Mars, Dripping in Finesse. I just love and, like, looking at this card, I'm like, "Oh, damn. Yeah. Yeah."
I think you posted a story on that where it was like the universe and me, and I was
Yeah,
like, and I
Bruno
watched
Mars.
it twice.
Different I think it was a different song, but maybe not
Oh,
though, actually, it might I don't even know, but I'm a Bruno Mars stan. I love a short king, babe.
he got moves and that voice.
Yes.
Oh,
I love this. Hi Deb. Hi Wit. Oh, we got Whitley in the house from Soul Sisters Pod. We got Danny
oh,
here. Hey everybody. Oh my God. Shell said she's been getting that card a lot too. I love it. Do you want to play a little tarot game with we got a lot of people in the chat right now.
who's ready for some games? Hot damn.
Yeah, let us know if you want to play a game. It'll be a little tarot trivia. Everybody can play. And what we'll do is we'll give you some clues, kind of like Guess Who. We'll give you some clues about the tarot card we pulled, and you all will be prompted to guess, and you'll drop your guesses in the live chat, and we will randomly select a correct someone who's answered correctly, and you will win a card pull from us, and we'll do it live. How does that sound? We could do that, right? Tulip,
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
down?
Down.
Okay. Let's do a warm up round just to okay, sorry. I'm a former third grade teacher, so I'm like, let's just do a practice just so everyone has their thumbs ready to type and to play and like get
They know
yourself.
the rules. That's the
Yep.
worst part when you don't know the rules and everyone's like, oh.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you oh I'm gonna give you hints about this fucking card, of course. And when you know the card I'm describing, drop the name of the card in the live chat. And I want to see the live chat blow up with guesses. And if you're watching this playback, drop your guess in the comments. I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna comment A plus if you get it right. Okay. Oh my god, guys, I didn't even say anything yet. Hey Tam. I didn't even say anything yet. I didn't even say anything yet. Okay.
They know. I mean, I don't even know what it is, but
Okay. This card, I'm going to give you some tough hints because everyone's popping off already. This card has nods to Solomon's temple in this card. And the letters B and J are sometimes depicted on this card. This card is a window into your subconscious. It's also the pathway to acquiring the highest level of ancient mysticism, knowledge, and intuition. Who am I? Let me see this live chat pop. Drop those guesses. This is what I like to see. Lorna goes, I was first though. We know, Lorna. We know. We wanna let everybody participate. Let me see these guesses. I haven't seen one other than this guess.
I mean, this is wild. I'm like kind of speechless.
I my reaction, I could not believe that. So
You
yeah,
can't make
guys.
this up.
Yes, it's the High Priestess, and look at this beautiful artwork. This is so beautiful. The moon, her legs are like dancer legs to me, like the feet placement. It's so whimsical, it's so fluid. The huge like this moon energy in the background, and like how all this it's like her dress is made of water. Her dress is made of water and she's wearing a crown. I know we see the HP with the moon crown often, but this is like a traditional like regal, what is the word? Like royalty crown. And it just like adds another pop because it's silver, and that silver actually represents the subconscious. Silver represents subconscious, whereas gold represents consciousness. I just adore this card. Tulip even like sent me this card special, like like a frame or something, right? Like it's like a, it's in my tarot cabinet. Okay, so if you guess that,
Well, obviously for the HP, and like, look how much the deck responds. The deck was like, haha.
yeah, the deck was like, let's give the people what they want. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna randomly select a name. I'm not looking. I'm just scrolling, 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 and boom.
Dancing in the moonlight. Sorry, I just that was that's a good. Mm.
We danced that at Zumba. Okay, let me stay focused. Damn. Trish Lima 7787. Trish, if you are still here, why don't you drop a question for the tarot cards in the live chat, and I will pull a card for you, and then we'll do another round. Great warm up. I'm so glad that we got the high priestess for the warm up. So Trish, if you're out there, she said, I knew it would be me. Well, that's because you're the high priestess, babe. Of course you did. Hi, Law. We're so glad you're here, babe. Oh, I can't believe. I mean, I do, but that's just like so wild.
Like my cheeks kind of hurt. 'Cause I'm
I
like,
do. That just like blew my socks off.
yeah. I
I was like,
kind of knew it when you like put the hand up. I was like, oh my god, stop.
I
Like,
just, when stuff like that happens, I'm like, wow. Okay, Trish says, just anything spirit needs me to know. Okay, no problem. I'm going to pull one for Trish. If you're just getting here, we're playing a little tarot game. Get ready, gird your loins.
I'm pulling one too for her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my, I don't know what's happening. This is what happens, though. This is what happens. I said one card. The deck said, no, we're going to give you two. Do you know what two cards came out? Strength and Judgment.
No way. Yeah.
And I just shuffled. It's so weird.
You guys, we're all magic. Do you
Every,
see this? We have
every,
created a portal.
the cats, the
The
cats opened
cats.
it. Trish, I can't believe it. So Trish, when you watch this playback, Trish, I want you to watch like the beginning when me and Tulip were actually like talking about these two cards. There's probably messages that we said there for the collective that were actually extra for you. But I'm also going to read this. So Judgment and Strength. I'm going to say things differently that we didn't say before.
Yeah, I'm crying.
Oh.
No, it's okay. Sorry, I was just reading comment. Go ahead.
Um okay. This is what I'm going to say. Making friends, it's more than friends. It's like being affectionate with the part of ourself we're afraid of. The part of yourself that you're afraid of. I don't mean like, I don't even mean shadow. I don't mean shadow like the wound. I don't mean the wound. I mean the part of you that's like, I have this trait. It's not a wound, Trish. It's like, I'm just going to use dance as an example. Maybe there's a certain kind of way you really want to dance, or you really just want to tell jokes a lot, and you tame it, you tame it, you tame it because society or religion or the people around you or where you live. This is like, no, no more taming. You make affection with it, you kiss it, let it come out. And that's a judgment call in itself, is like, let it come out. In the traditional OG deck, these people are coming out of coffins. Let it come out. There's a trait or there's a part of you that just wants to be out. It wants to be expressed. Maybe it's through your clothes. Maybe it's through your cooking. Maybe it's through your art. There's some part that wants to come out. Let it come out and kiss it right on the mouth. This part doesn't have to be tamed. You were taught it needed to be tamed, or other parts of you were taught these need to be tamed. So this part never came out. That's another part of shadow work we don't talk about, is like, not everything in the shadow was pushed into it. some shit never even got a chance to come out and be seen or known or experienced. That's the next level of shadow work is like, hey, what if you're really good at something and it just never felt courageous enough to come out because it watched us push so much shit back fucking in? Why would it come out then? Do you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm like getting so aggressive with it, but I really mean that. I really mean that. There's something inside of you that's like, it's time. I want to come out. I'm ready to come out. And like maybe this is a testament to you having already done some shadow work and like showing the pieces in the shadow that haven't had a chance to come out. Like, hey, I'm repairing the things I shoved in here that I put back in here. I'm making nice with those parts. So now maybe this trait is like, okay, I trust her again. I'll come out now. I think that's I think that's it. And I think maybe that's also probably for a lot of people maybe here. Tulip, does that make sense what I just said?
Yeah, it makes so much sense, and I do you mind if I add one more thing? I
Please.
I feel like the strength is almost like because this thing was so shadowed or so not let out, it's like you have now the strength and the capacity to hold it, so it knows now it actually has that safety to
Mm,
come out.
yeah,
Wow.
I love it. I love it.
That was beautiful.
She said, "Okay, yes, so much."
That
Okay,
was
so fun.
freaking deep. I'm like, wow.
I love it. It's the kissing, the like she's almost kissing that lion, and I was like, if we're kissing a lion, we're kissing something that we had a perception of being threatening. Like, when would we put our lips on a lion? It's like, oh, I'm gonna be eaten. So it's like, oh no, we're that maybe that was the illusion. Foofy. All right, my girl.
Woofy woofy.
Foofy, foof in the house, baby.
We need to make
Um,
shirts with that. No, I'm
I
kidding.
I
Are
haven't
you
talked about this, but I already did, and people have already bought them, and I haven't even advertised them.
I next one, if we do next one, I'm gonna have my foofy woofy on.
Yes. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Sometimes when I get out of the car and I'm like really struggling, when you just have like all your stuff
Yeah.
and you're like on a hill, at least in San Francisco, there's like hills that are like this big, and I'm like struggling. I'm like, foofy woofy.
I
It's because
oh
of you.
guys, that makes me so happy. I've said this since I was a teenager. It's just a very like I was always like, "Oh, this is a weird quirk." I've got a lot of them, but I'm like, "Oh, this is a weird quirk I've got," and I just have foofed all over the place. So when I hear other people foofing, I'm like, "Oh my god, it's like a sigh of relief of like, I'm foofed." It's just acknowledging the struggle is real.
Your signature foof.
It's
Foofy
a
woofy.
signature foof. You know what's crazy is when I made that shirt, I was enjoying a little herb, a little smoke, if you will. And I was just playing. I was like, let's just play and use this energy creatively. And I left it on my bonfire, my merch website landing page. Didn't talk about it and forgot that I did it. And I also forgot that when you create something on that merch line, anyone who has bought from the merch line will get an email saying, hey, there's a new product, and someone bought it right away. And I was like, the next day, I was like, oh no, oh no. That was not, I did not intend. I just was like playing around and like, let's see what happens. But now, like, a bunch of them have been bought. It's just very funny.
I'm obsessed. And that just shows you like how playful and I mean, it just like it birthed that beautiful playfulness that maybe, wouldn't I
Yeah.
don't know.
Actually, yeah, you're saying something. Yeah, that's hitting me. Yeah. My quirks are foofy is one of them. That's like something I used to be like, just say it in the house. Like, don't say it, you know, don't say it outside the house. But you say it so much that like I would slip, and then I had a friend a long time ago who was like, I don't get this. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I was like, no, I know. I don't get it either. I'm not going to say it anymore, ever again. But that's not what happened. That's now we made
That's
shirts
not
about
what
it.
the judgment and the strength cards say, okay?
Right.
After that beautiful reading that you just did, I'm pretty sure the foofy woofy needs to be plastered on a
Yeah.
sweatshirt.
So my shadow work was making a foofy woofy merch shirt. Anyway, back to you guys. Tulip, do you want to?
Yes, I feel like I need to get the energy back, Trish.
Okay.
So let me just re-knock real quick.
Trish says, I say that in my head all the time. I love it.
If you listen to Jess's videos enough, I feel like. Okay, Trish, what does the universe have for you? Hmm. Wow, another major.
Mm,
Trish, you have some good energy right now, percolating. The Fool.
love it.
This is literally free to be you and me. I love that I made this person shirtless because it's like all bets are off, all the way that I used to. The surrender is here. And like, I know who I am. I got everything that I have inside of me, and I am the HP, but I'm also the Fool, where I'm gonna just look fabulous, be fabulous. I sometimes feel like, for me, like, if I put lipstick on and a headband, I'm like, or some earrings, I'm like, all right, I got my like shield, and I can like go out into the world. So I feel
Yeah.
like these are kind of her pants. And then you have spirit guides all around you protecting you right now. I'm really feeling that super strongly.
Ooh,
And this like vitality is coming from your vivacity, from your audacity. Like, the more that you take step and foot into um the wholeness of yourself, because if I'm reading this with the strength and the judgment, the wholeness of yourself with those things that want to arise and pop out, the more that you're going to step out, and the
mhm.
more that you're going to be seen, and the more that you're going to feel unstoppable, and the more that you are going to be a creator next, in that newest frequency.
I love it. That was beautiful.
Yay! This was fun. I love that someone said that.
Yeah.
Lady
Lord,
Laura.
this is fun. Um, do you want to do another tarot game, a little tarot trivia on your end, Tulip? You can pull a card
Sure.
and drop some hints, and I'll monitor the live chat.
All right. Also, I can't chat in there. So, by the way, I probably would have like chatted you guys back, but I
It's also
never
it's
done a lot
really
of
it's
these.
so hard to like be on a live and then move to the chat 'cause it's like a different, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's like a different part of your phone, and like it's easier to be on a different phone, which then you're like, now I'm not connected to these people because I'm on the, so it's just a lot, guys. Thanks for rolling with us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Love you all. I'm just like so happy to be here. Okay. Trivia. Whoa. What is going on? Okay. Um
I love it.
this card, this energy has all of the four tools that are considered tools and parts of us. The four bodies, let's say. This card has kind of like an infinity feel because there's some eating of some body parts that make it a never ending type of symbol. Um, there are a lot of flowers, certain types of flowers. Um, There is the Tulip Magic deck version, which you guys have seen, so that's another hint. Um, has some like pull. Well, it's also on the Rider-Waite Smith deck, but it's like pulling from the ethers and bringing it down to the ground. Um, and I like to say, for mine, there's a lot of like that Kali energy.
Mhm. Drop those guesses, baby. They've been dropping them. They've been dropping them like it's hot.
Dropping it like it's hot. I feel like I need to like have a boom box and like do like a little brr, 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 like.
My biggest qualm, I think is the word, with YouTube Live and Instagram Live is that you can't actually play music or stream music as like a vibe in the background
Oh my
because
god.
it flags you for copyright.
Right.
And I'm
You just
like,
have
well,
to hear
how
our beautiful voices. No.
yeah. I'm like, well, how are we supposed to make it feel like a party if we can't even play music? What? What kind of technology is this?
I'm pretty sure yours feels like a party. Like these cool dots with the changing lights.
My
I'm like,
galaxy lamp.
we're at the tarot party, you guys.
Oh, I love that. All right, my girl. I'm gonna scroll through this live chat and I'm just gonna pull a random person and then you're gonna read for them. Is that cool?
Yeah. Okay. Did we say what it is?
We didn't say. Do you wanna share what it is?
Which is so funny because in the beginning of this, that we are so in a vortex and a portal. This is crazy.
Yes.
I said this was my favorite card,
Yep.
and you pulled the HP, and I pulled the Magician for this
Crazy.
game. Like what?
That is crazy. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
And those two are counterparts, you know. They're like complementary masculine feminine energy.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm. Let me pull one of these folks. One, I'm not looking at names. I'm literally like, I have to do a little in the live chat. And okay. Heidi McEwen 9064, my girl. Heidi, if you are still here, drop a question for me and Tulip in the chat and we will pull a card for you, babe. Party and bullshit. Yes. No one said that, but that was in my head. Hi Heidi, we're so glad you're here, babe. I feel like we're on a radio show. Heidi, what's your question? Thanks for calling in. 999.9, the buzz. No, I'm just kidding. That was my college radio station.
222. What's on your necklace?
Oh, 333. It's 333 HP in the house. Okay, Heidi's question is what is the next? Oh no, yeah, what is the next best step?
Ooh.
Step in the name of love. Okay. Ooh, I'm like, give me some of that juice.
I know.
Okay.
When I pull tarot, I get like either cold or hot or you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
I
And
usually get hot. Okay, I got two cards for Heidi. Okay, I'm gonna read the art in your card, Tulip. So, Heidi, this is the 10 of Swords card in the Tulip Magic deck. And if we look at, we have this beautiful body surrounded by these swords, right? And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, sorry, my eyes are really for aesthetics only. They don't work these days. But there's flowers growing next to the swords. So to me, that is an indicator of like, let the new flowers grow, bloom, and blossom where the swords lie. So it's like wherever the wound is, let the flower grow around it because the yellow of the flower is going to be brighter than the experience that previously happened, whatever that means. And the 10 of swords can be like our deep wounds, pain from the past, or it can be endings. It can also be an invitation of like, will you allow yourself to let something bright grow
mm,
in place of an ending or like after this ending, or maybe you already ended something. This is like an invitation of like, let something bright grow in this like new flower bed. This like if we think about death and rebirth with soil, sorry, my dad is a landscaper and my mom owned a flower shop. If we
wow.
think about if we think about death and rebirth in nature, everything that dies in nature becomes fertilizer for soil. Everything. Every Whether it's an animal, whether it's a plant, whether it's a tree, everything becomes something that is like nourishing for the land it's on or the animals that are inhabiting the land. So it's like, can we allow whatever has ended to serve as fertilizer for the soil for this beautiful bright flowering that seems to want to be here? And if we even look past the flower, it's like, hey, the flower is actually more at home in this beautiful nature scene than swords. Like swords actually don't even belong in these beautiful rolling hills. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Maria, come on, babe. Let's go sing a song outside. I love it. Okay. I didn't know where we were gonna go with that card. I'm glad that's where it went. And then the other card that came out is the beautiful Seven of Cups. And this is like the most luxurious Seven of Cups card I've ever seen in my life. And how I'm interpreting this is the options are endless for you. And if you look at this, this is a little different than the traditional Seven of Cups. Traditional Seven of Cups, of course, has the clouds, but it's like fully clouded in the background, but not in Tulip Magic. In Tulip Magic, you can see past the clouds. There's blue skies clearly visible here. Blue sky is clear sky. Blue sky with a cloud is like, hey, I can appreciate the contrast of the white puffy cloud against the blue sky. There's something to appreciate here. It's like
Mhm.
spice of life here. Options are endless. You're seeing clearly. The fog is, I think, this density that people are experiencing, it's about to be gone. You're about to see options that maybe weren't as visible before. And all of these options look very appealing. There's a flower, there's a dragon, there's a castle, there's a laurel or a wreath, there's a snake, there's a skull, and there's a baby cherub that's gold. I like all those things. All those things have power. All those things have life in some way. All those things are an archetype. So I feel like this opportunity or this invitation to allow the brightness to grow is first like, come my sweet child, sing on this hill, allow the growth to happen, and then like you're allowed to either take it where you want to go or decorate it how you want to. There's no wrong option here. I was at a labyrinth the other day and I asked a question, and when I came out I said out loud, there was no wrong way, because I saw like three entrances and three exits. When I left, I didn't see it at first. And I was like, "Oh, did I do this wrong?" And it was like, "No, there's no wrong way. There's 3 entrances, there's 3 exits. Wherever you enter is how you entered, and wherever you exit is how you exit. I don't think there's a wrong way." So even the question, "What's the best next step?" I don't think there's a wrong way, Heidi. What if what if we, not to, like, hijack your question, what if the question is, "What feels best for you?" And, like, do that. What feels
Mm.
most exciting for you? Do that. What feels brightest for you? Do that. That's my spiel. I love these cards, girl. Thank you for birthing these cards, Tulip.
I'm like in awe of how you read them. It's so beautiful. I mean, I do sit and listen to you all day, but like this, I love the way that you interpret them. It's so incredible.
You gave us so much art.
Mm.
Let me check on our girl, Heidi.
Yeah,
Okay,
how's Heidi doing? Heidi.
Heidi, we're checking on you. Are you okay? She said, so beautiful. Okay. I left family members. This is perfect. I love the
Mhm.
flowers. Hey, you know what? Clear sky ahead. Clear skies ahead, babe. Whatever feels brightest for you. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Andrea, I just have to give a shout out. I always do this to Andrea. Andrea Press is a 3-time Tarot Academy graduate. She's our PhD student. No joke. She's taken Tarot Academy with me all 3 times I taught. Thank you, Andrea.
And I feel like she's in, well, I don't know, so forgive me, but I feel like I see you in the little screenshots on your, like, I feel like you guys
Oh,
are.
yeah, Andrea's all up in it. Andrea's in High Priestess Leaders. She shows up to all the meditations, roundtable reader. We have a bunch of people in here actually. Let me just see. Tam, also High Priestess Healing Leader, roundtable participant. We got a crew. I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by HPs like this.
Yeah,
All
you've
of
built
you, all of you,
something
all of you.
so beautiful, and with everyone else whose energy is in the space and the vibe. Okay, Heidi, are we ready?
Mhm.
Ooh, 7 of Wands. So, in Jess's reading, how it was talking about find the bright, find you have many options. There's another 7, and 7 is like you're in this journey now. You're really, really in it, which is really beautiful. It's like so many times we're either starting the journey or ending the journey, but we lose sometimes that appreciation for being in the journey, on the journey. And I love that her light just turned into green, and Jess, your shirt's green, and this is green. And it's this very, very healing heart chakra green. This journey is your healing journey. I think life is a healing journey, but like this journey, particularly how you're talking about your family and things, is really healing you. And sometimes it's like, okay, I'm trying to find the bright, I'm trying to find the light, I'm not sure what I'm composting sometime. It could be like a little bit of like, ooh, like even though the clear blue skies are still those little clouds. So it's saying whenever that happens, all you do is have to come back into your why. Come back into your creation. Come back into that like magician energy. Like, I am me, I am my authority. I have my own mission and power and impact in this world. And these little tiny candles here are almost like your little boundaries. So you know how you have like the flowers growing? You also might have like a few of the things of like, okay, people can't step over here on these new flowers that I have just composted and built, okay? And so it's basically saying through this almost like trifecta feeling is what I'm getting. You're able to find your own vortex of healing in your heart and that safety and that creation energy. So sometimes you have to do a little bit of like a, dance, unwind, backflip. There's different, contortions that we do, but that's all making it more agile. You're like lubricating the agile part of your
Mhm.
life. Um, which is, it's kind of giving me HP in some way too, where it's
Yeah.
like, you're finding this like wisdom without the like rigidity of this is the way it needs to be. I hope that that makes sense.
Yeah, it so does. Can you hold up that card
Yes.
a little longer? I'm like fascinated by
The
the
silver.
oh, the silver. I was looking at the crown
Mm.
and how this is like another so on the traditional Rider-Waite, we don't see a crown on the individual on the 7 of Wands. And typically crowns in tarot represent coronation, a gift given to you by the divine. Sometimes it's depicted as a laurel, which is more like community recognition, but anything made of metal, sacred metal, is like given to you by divinity itself. So there's also some sort of like divine coronation embodied in this. Maybe cosmic, maybe
Yeah,
ancient, right? Cosmic with those stars. It makes me think like ancestors, past life, star seed energy is like, hey, let this shit come online because it's gonna know what to do.
yeah. Like, I almost think of it as, like, in those cartoons where someone, like, bangs their head and it's like,
Yeah.
"Woo," and it's like, but that's all happening for you. Like, it's protecting, like what you were just talking about, like, protecting that crown because you're a star seed and it's yeah.
Oh my God. She just said she's been working with Moldavite.
What's that? A crystal.
Oh,
But
okay. I'm gonna spaz out talking about this for one moment. All of a sudden, okay, back up. Moldavite is a crystal, but what's so wild about Moldavite is it's actually not of Earth. It's like not from Earth. It's a result of, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think the word is meteor, a meteor or some, I think meteor hit. It's like when it's a, or meteorite, maybe it's a smaller one, hit Earth in like, I want to say Northern Europe. I could be wrong. And it, the heat of the meteorite melted or blended with rock on Earth and created this crystal called moldavite. So it's not even fucking from Earth. It's like a it's like a hybrid Earth rock, space rock crystal, and it's so great. Tulip. I'm like not even a crystal girly, but one of the HPs, Nikki from Australia, she was hosting crystal coven sessions in the community last year, the original community version we had, and she
Mhm.
was teaching about this crystal, and I was like, it's not of Earth, so it's like alien-y, that's that cosmic star symbolism we saw on the card, and I was like, I kind of, like, relate to this crystal, it's, like, activating something in me, and I felt how I felt when I learned about ayahuasca, and I was like, "Wait, what does this thing do? Wait, where is this from? Wait, what are the result?" Like, I couldn't get enough, so then I went down these rabbit holes on Moldavite, and the lore of Moldavite is it calls you when you're ready. It's, like, not a crystal to be, like, played with and fucked around with. It's, like, a very specific type of crystal that invokes deep transformational change. It does, yes, it happens to be green, and it's, like, it calls you. It will tell you when you're ready. So, like, all early last year, I was like, I think I'm being called to Moldavite the way ayahuasca called me. And there were instances where I was like, I think it's time. And I would attempt to purchase or find it, and I couldn't. And I kept getting like turned around, but then it would like show up at places. Someone else would be wearing it, or someone would be talking about it. And I'm like, okay, so it's around me, but it's not my time yet. It was so strange. And then this summer, it was like June, I got the final push. I was like, I think I'm gonna go to this place on Long Island where the labyrinth is.
Mm.
And I asked, "Do you have it?" And well, first I like walked to the shop, couldn't find it. And I had to ask the woman, I was like, "Do you have Moldavite?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, it was
She
locked
goes
away."
into like an extra safe,
She,
like three
no,
doors down, be like,
she literally had to she's like, "It's locked up." And I was like, "It's locked up." Like, I couldn't even believe it. I was like, "Wow." And the fact that I had to ask her was also like, it's not something I usually do. Like, I'm pretty, I just try not to bother people. So the fact that I asked her, I was like, "Oh, this is also the Moldavite being like, girl, speak. Like, ask for me. Ask and say that you are ready for this." So she unlocked it. I purchased Moldavite. Within a week, another HP mailed me Moldavite. Yeah, and, like, I'm not gonna say on YouTube Live, but you know a lot of the behind the scenes changes and transitions I'm, like, going through in real life, and it all started after Moldavite. So I can't believe Heidi, I can't believe that you just brought that up. It's so crazy. It's been this, like, thread in the high priestess community. I haven't heard it talked about literally anywhere. I haven't heard anyone talk about this until this community, this collective of people. She said it's her wedding crown.
wow. Because I was gonna say I didn't even realize, but there's little tiny green gems in here too.
Yeah.
So like your wedding crown. I mean, I don't know what your wedding crown looks like, but
Yeah.
like it just wow.
Another HP, Selena, who's in the Bay Area, she said, "Oh my God, I put on my Moldavite ring today. I rarely wear it today. I was called to it." Guys, I'm so serious. And it is expensive, Laura. I've never paid so much for a piece of earth. Never.
Well, it's not just Earth. That's
You're right.
why.
Space. It was space. It was a space investment. Yes.
Well, I think it probably has like some. I mean, obviously, it has like all these energies, but it's almost like it's its own. Like we have like Earth energy. I feel like it's its own like star people in there.
Yeah. Yes. I love talking about this. High Priestess Alyssa, also in the community, she wears Moldavite often. So like she'll every once in a while you'll see her show up with a Moldavite necklace on. It's just all around us. Because we are the star people, guys.
We are.
Tulip, my girl, is there anything else you want to share with the HPs before we wrap up our session tonight? Is there anything you want to invite them to join or check out?
Yes. Well, I would love for you to follow me on Instagram. That's my main place right now, tulip.magic. So if you can follow me there, I do have TikTok and YouTube, but I'm just, I quit my corporate job a year and a half ago. And so I ended up publishing this deck and like really taking the leap. And so now I'm a full time tarot reader and really building it up. And Jess has been an amazing coach also helping me. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, I only have 2 videos on YouTube, but I would love it because that's my commitment for this fire horse year is because I love doing these and like this is my first live and it's not going to be my last. You guys are going to see me. I feel like, I mean, not necessarily, but I want to do these all the time because I'm on Instagram live twice a week,
Yeah.
Sundays at 9:30 Pacific time and Tuesdays at 8 a.m. So if you ever want to be on live, I pull a card for you for free. So as long as you just drop an emoji in the comments, I pull a card for you. It's like pretty rapid fire. But it's amazing. It's fun. So I hope
So
that
cool.
I see you around.
HPs take advantage of that, especially, I get a lot of DMs from people and emails from people who are in like spots where they're like, I really need clarity, but like I can't invest in like a $200 tarot reading right now. Go to Tulips Tarot Lives on Sundays or Tuesdays. If you're in a gym, if you need immediate clarity, like a couple card pulls just to get yourself like in alignment, go take advantage. Go follow Tulip on Instagram, go follow Tulip on YouTube. I really am gonna get choked up. Hold on. I'm very proud of this collective for the community expansion we are all open to and the support that the high priestesses have shown Tiffany and now Tulip.
Mhm.
It speaks volumes to the type of world and community we want to have is like, let me support others who are also on their journey, also trying to assist in collective impact and assist others on their journey. And this healing game is not for the faint of heart. Tarot is not for the faint of heart. Leading is not for the faint of heart. So any support you can give is deeply appreciated. And I just want to also shout out Tulip for. I've been working with Tulip for 6 months in this capacity, and I've watched her every single session take a major leap, take another jump, take another step, another investment, another build, another process. Tulip, you have been committed, devoted for 6 months. I've watched you and I've just thought, this one's a rocket ship. Like you are blasting off, you're already blasting off. And it has been an honor to witness you. So thank you for allowing me to work with you in this capacity. Thank you for allowing me to teach you last year in Tarot Academy. Thank you for being part of our community. I can't wait to see what else you create and do. And we'll definitely do this again.
Right back at you, Jess. It's been amazing. Thank you for blazing the path ahead. It like reminds me of like the hermit, where it's like this work is, deep and inward, and you're following your own wisdom, and how the HP community also thank you for having me. And it's like we all are like weaving in this beautiful, kind of like the strength card that we first pulled when we opened up this space. It's like we are following our own wisdom, but then it tethers in, and it allows us to like do the humanitarian work, and
Ooh,
be there for humans as
humans.
star seeds, as
Human,
HP.
yes. Humans helping humans, star seeds helping star seeds. That's what it's all about. Let's drop the mic on that. Happy Jupiter Day, everybody. You are the high priestess. I love you, Tulip. I love you, HPs. I'll
Love
see
you.
you guys later, okay?
Thank you. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.